What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 9th episode of Higurashi When They Cry, New/Go. This is Curse Deceiving Chapter Part 1. So, third arc time. I'm going to assume another 4-parter, just like the previous 2. And my personal theory is that maybe this is going to focus more on, what's her face? Satoko? Satoko, there we go. That's where my thinking's going, just based on the fact that the ED... well, we've explored most of the characters now. So we explored, in the first arc, we explored Reina and her going crazy, essentially. This time we explored Mion's Shion side of things, including the introduction of Shion, because we didn't have her in the first arc. We could start exploring Rika, but I feel like she's the end game. Like, I almost feel like she is the most pivotal and important person in this, and we're just not seeing her perspective yet. It almost feels like they're saving her perspective, just because of the beginning scene of episode 2, and I always refer back to that, just because it was a 2-minute scene that seemed to imply so much that really we didn't need to be implied, you know? So, anyway, it seems like she's the one that's experiencing these loops over and over again. Everyone else is just a passenger for it. Whether they retain much memory of all of it, I don't know. I'm not quite sure how that works yet in the time looping phenomenon, but I assume that's something that will be answered later on. So I feel like they're not going to focus on her yet, and in that case, it leaves Satoko as the only person really left that hasn't been explored. Plus, in the ED, we see her... Like, we see all 3 of these characters in the ED. So we've explored Reina's thing, we even see her with the big box of stuff that she takes to... turn him into paste. We see Shion and Mion in conflicting sides of the family, the Yakuza style and such. And we've also... And then we have Satoko being clutched by someone... being clutched by someone very fearfully. We know something went wrong with her family, so I assume they'd start to explore that this time. That's where my mind's going, as to what the main part of this arc will end up being. However... We could go anywhere with this. So far, there is only a few consistencies that I'm really noticing between the arcs, and I assume that because they're consistent, something relevant is about that maybe is meaningful. Like, I feel like if there's going to be consistencies, they're consistent for a reason. Because if you've changed everything else, why not change that, you know? So far, it's Jiro and Takano being the ones to disappear. Now, in the first arc, they just straight disappeared. Second time, they stole a vehicle in doing so, and we know what they were doing that night. They were exploring that shed. So I'm wondering if the fact that Keiichi and Shion were with them that night is what prompted them to steal a vehicle instead of just disappearing outright. Maybe if they had gone into that shed alone and no one else was there, maybe even Shion went with them anyway. I don't know if Shion would have gone anyway. But if those two had gone in, maybe that's when they would have disappeared when messing with, Oyashiro's statue. Maybe that's where they would disappear, perhaps. But because Keiichi was there, it changed things. I don't know. The other thing that's consistent, and I have to give a shout out to, where are you? For a comment from last time, IQ? I think I'm saying your name somewhat correctly. IQ? Maybe. I apologize in advance. But pointed out that when we see Mion and Satoko dead at the end of last episode, we see the very characteristic 3 scratches on the side of Mion's neck. And that is the exact same scratching phenomena that was consistent with Reina going crazy and then Keiichi going crazy at the end of episode 4. So that's consistent, but that's not really that big of a deal because we know that's just what happens if you're afflicted by Oyashiro's curse, whatever that is, and whoever is afflicted by it. So we've seen Reina with the marks, we've seen Keiichi with the marks, we've seen Mion with the marks. Satoko would theoretically be next, but I don't know if we're going that way or not. Also, apparently, the gun that was shown in that fight, apparently, yes. I mean, if you look at the firearm that Mion and Satoko have in between them, that's quite a modern-looking firearm, whereas when she went and took it out of the drawer, wasn't it like a revolver? Let me just go back and find that weapon. The Funimation's a real pain to filter through, so I don't know. But I'm fairly certain it was a revolver that she took out, whereas it was a modern-looking, like, 1911 pistol or something. But, yeah, I can't find it now because Funimation is a pain to scroll through, but I'm fairly certain that's also different. So, yeah. There's some weird things happening in all of this. Like, there's some really, really weird scenes going through all of this, and... Yeah. My mind is always abuzz with theories, and I know that this is going to keep going. We're not even halfway through. We're a third of the way through the show, and I'm already completely engrossed in the entire lore of this, and I want to learn more. Like, I want to go back and watch the originals, and I'm convinced now, like, I will be going back to watch the original works. I did think about doing the visual novel, but I'm actually going to go back and watch the anime first. Maybe I'll do the visual novel in my free time. I don't think the visual novel would necessarily work as content for this channel, necessarily. I feel like the anime is going to be better overall for that purpose. I know there's a lot of debate whether the visual novel, the anime, is a better thing, because the anime, like, adapts it differently. Apparently it went more gore-heavy than it went on this version, which is apparently following, like, the visual novel's, like, style more, in, like, its slice-of-lifeiness as well, and being more, like, creepy, which is a type of atmosphere I really enjoy. I really like the creepy horror, rather than just the gory and outright jump-scary type stuff. It's like, that's just cheap. Like, that's just shock value. This is genuinely making you feel uncomfortable in your skin, and I like that. Okay, it sounds weird if I say I like that sensation, but for a show that's actively going for it, it really, really works. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll get more of that here, and we'll start laying the groundwork of whoever's arc this ends up being. So we had Reina's arc, we now had Mion Shion's arc. I guess more Mion than Shion. Well, I don't know who took primarily over in that arc. It was Mion that ultimately went crazy. So, yeah. Who bought the gun, though? Did Satoko bring the gun? For that different firearm? I don't think it was an animation mistake. This show's not going to be, like, making that sort of mistake. So, it was a clear thing to show that if it was the revolver that was used, someone then planted a pistol there instead, or someone else brought the pistol. Maybe Satoko did. Maybe Satoko... I mean, they sent your minion... Well, apparently, according to you guys, minion... It could have been minion or minions, depending on interpretation. So, there could have been multiple people sent. But maybe Satoko was carrying a gun as well. I mean, there's probably a history to Satoko that we haven't explored yet, which I'm hoping this arc is, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to stop babbling, because we've been going quite long already. As per usual, these are time-based format reactions. The bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the time for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We're watching this one on Funimation as per usual, since Nasu's licensed it this season. Crunchyroll really missed out by not licensing this. Like, holy shit, Crunchyroll, you've dropped the ball this season. We've got Kadokawa logos and then Funimation logos, so about 10 seconds logos to start. I'll call them out as they go past. You can also use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when scenes are transitioning. Picture-in-picture for this series will be coming next season, because this is continuing on into next season, and from next season I intend to do some form of picture-in-picture based thing. News on that will come in the form of a video later on in probably early to mid-December, probably. And I'll post more information on Discord. Come chat on Discord about it, because I've already posted some preliminary stuff on there. Anyway, with all that said, let's get into the next arc of Higurashi, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Kadokawa logo and Funimation. Cheers to that. Here we go. It really became a tradition, me drinking it. 7th expansion? Okay. I guess that's someone involved with it. I think this... Ugh. Oh boy. I mean, I think this is Prescription? From the clinic? This fucking clinic is bugging me, by the way. And we're back to June 9th, okay. That clinic's bugging me, and all the construction workers are bugging me. Yep. That's very cute. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Why is this so tense? Oh boy. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Cooking contest. Oh boy. They were his ticket to getting a good lunch cook, wasn't it? Yep. This is not going to go well. This is too extravagant for you to start with. That's all I gotta do is fry stuff up. This isn't gonna go well. Does that look like a fucking teaspoon to you? Jesus Christ! It's a goddamn ladle. Why is Satoko here? Jesus Christ. Look at all the smashed plates. Yes! Yes! Yeah, they really don't. Yes, get out of the kitchen. You do not deserve to be in here. Oh shit. She's competent. I haven't heard that in a while. Yep. Big brother? Okay. Satoshi, okay. Why do I feel like I've heard the name Satoshi before? Well, yeah. So yeah, I think we are exploring Sasako this arc. I mean, that's a much better effort than what he did. Uh, yep. Mm-hmm. But still, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Ooh, bringing it up, huh? You sure you? I wonder. Ran away from home. Okay. Are you though? I wouldn't be so sure. Aww. If Satsuko hadn't come by, he'd be dead in a blazing inferno. Like, let's be real. Okay. Aww. Aww. Quit your lollygagging. Hmm. Once again, Rika with the words of encouragement and praise for Keiichi's actions. Interesting, we're now doing it by newspaper, not by his what was it? It was alarm clock. Hmm. Yeah. Honestly, true. Actually, bought a few things tonight. Cooking a nice Sunday dinner. Can't wait. Muppet. She got him. Who's ringing? And they're coming back, okay. Yeah, just as she was going to offer. Just like she felt she found someone. Now she's back to being alone. Okay. A fight? What? What kind of fight? What? He went to get a golf club. Of course he did. What is that? It's nine of some sort. I don't know. It's not a passer, I don't think. He's going to completely misunderstand it. Baseball. Wrong club, mate. Wrong club. So dumb. Completely misunderstood. It's partly your own fault, Raina. Just saying, but... Oh, shit. She's good. Oh, damn. To make up the numbers, probably. Alright. Yep. Interesting. I wonder if what's on the newspaper is relevant at all. Apparently. You know how they... Yeah, okay. Dressed up pretty well for a barbecue. Huh. Why are you so... What? No. Hinamizawa Fighters. I guess that's the old baseball team. A year ago. Oh, you don't say. Yeah, okay. We are exploring that. On vacation? Hmm. Hmm. Why? Oh. You're creepy. I don't like you. You're way too creepy. I want to marry her, but also for her to call me Papa. Well, he's already failed that, but, you know. What? Who did? I mean, who's saying this? Mion or Shion? Yep, Shion. Okay, so she's in this arc as well. It's a good question. Oh, okay. Wow. Hmm. Huh. Wow. Well, well. Okay. Hmm. uh, two new bands in one episode. We are blessed. Yep. Already introducing it already. I don't. That was all redundant already. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, Reina is not happy about this. Already prying. Oh, they didn't cut out. I expect them just to go completely silent, but no, they didn't. Reina is just. Why is Reina so. Okay. Okay, so Reina's linked in some way to this. Huh. Mm hmm. Oh. Oh. Only the ones that lived. Mm hmm. Oh, you get to move. New location. They were the leaders. Oh, what a coincidence. Hmm. It's not the only reason, but yes, let's not talk about it. Why did Reina have that look on her face, you know? That's what she shows. Why say for now? Why add that bit? Who's this? Alright, this is that same one. Oh boy, already. Uncle to pay. Okay, uncle. Oh boy. And we got a cliffhanger there, aren't we? Yeah, we are, aren't we? There it is. Alright. So yeah, Satsuko focused arc as I expected. That's good. Well, I don't know if it's good because it means Satsuko's going to be having a rough time now, but I had a doubt for this game, but I don't think they're doing it. Anyway. Yeah, this scene here is why I think Rika's going to be saved for last. Because whatever this connection is. And this is the same blonde guy, I think. Do we see his hair at all? They cut out just before you see his hair. God damn it. They cut out just before you see his hair, but I'm fairly certain that's going to be the same guy. I think the shirt was very similar, if not identical. Is that it? Next time, Curse Deceiving, Chapter Part 2. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. See, here's the thing. Why did they change to... Like, I get it, it's thematic, is a bit different, it changes it up a little bit. Because the first time they used the calendar, the second time they used his alarm clock, this time they're using the newspaper. But they're also featuring images with the newspaper. Maybe I'm reaching too much and expecting there to be a clue in everything when it doesn't necessarily have to be. But I wonder if those newspaper images have any relevance. Like, what was the date with... Oh, I can't be bothered to scroll through Funimation's player. It's nightmare. This is why I wish someone else other than Funimation actually had it this season, because I can actually scroll through it a bit easier. But yeah, I wonder why... they're using the newspaper for that one. I don't know. And then this guy, what was his name? Where is he? Iri. Something about him is just so creepy. Like, so creepy. Like, I don't trust him in the slightest. Now, we've got to pay Uncle. Obviously, he's a horrible person. I don't think there's any debate about that. He's obviously a horrible person, and Satsuko is having a horrid life when she's with him. She enjoys every escape she can from him. I think that's very obvious. And we're going to explore more of Satsuko's past here. We know... Yeah, we know that parents died almost certainly because they were pro-dam. I mean, that's just to be expected. They were pro-dam, therefore they would be killed. Brother by association would be, but he left. Where he went, we're not exactly certain. Possibly that he was spirited away as one of the victims. But I don't know about that one yet. Might explore that a little more. Something's up with Iri. I'm sure he's going to become more prominent. I have to double check a bunch of the information in the episode because, again, this is a show that requires multiple viewings. I think that's fairly obvious. Like, each episode, you can't just one and done and hope to have got everything out of it, right? You need to see, you need to see the episode multiple times to pick up on small details that they've done. Some of the obvious things you'll pick up on, like Reina being very, very against talking about Satoshi in any way, shape, or form. I wonder why she's so... Like, here's the thing. Mion, especially in most of these situations, when it comes to the curse and talking about it, Mion is usually the one that is open to talking about it with Keiichi and saying, okay, this is kind of what's going on. Don't pry so much anymore. Whereas Reina's always like, I'm not saying a word. I'm not doing it. No. And will just stare you down intently. So I wonder if there's any relevance to that as well. We did not see Jiro or Takano at all. Obviously, we didn't see Takano. She doesn't appear till later. Jiro, we haven't met again yet. We're on the 13th of June, right? Is that the date we were left on? I think 13th was the latest. Close to that, anyway. So Teppei is obviously horrid. I wonder if she's going to be the one to go crazy and be afflicted by the curse. I wonder if that means she's going to kill her uncle. And be like, for making my life miserable, this is what you deserve. Maybe they're going to go that way with it. Or... See, Iri just creeps me out. I don't like him. Also, Shion... Okay. Crazy theory time. Because I feel like, just in the way that Teppei was shown, he wasn't just typical arsehole, he almost felt like Yakuza arsehole. Like, I know Shion and Mion have that Yakuza link, and if Shion... The way Shion's talking about what Iri would do to Satoko, and he wasn't exactly denying it, let's be real. Some kinky shit in there. I don't know. Hojo. I don't think Hojo is relevant at the moment. I don't think we heard any information about the Hojo family, aside from, obviously, Pro Dam. But why would Shion know that much about Iri? And what he'd want from her? In that way. I will need to rewatch that scene again. Because I feel like there's a little more there to unpack. I'm sure you guys in the comments will probably help out as well. Once again, obviously, I feel like I have to say this every time just in case. Be very mindful of spoilers. Because I have not seen the original work. I'm not approaching this show based on original stuff. I'm going in as a completely new viewer. So anything that is based on information from previous arcs, please don't let me know, because if they become relevant, the show will obviously make it clear. And I will be rewatching, well, not rewatching, I will be watching the original work after I finish this one. So, yeah. I don't want to be spoiling anything that could potentially... This adaptation could reveal itself in time anyway. I don't mind hearing that some things were different. Like, apparently last arc did quite deviate from the original work in some ways. So I'm okay hearing that. It just leaves me excited to see what happens in the original. But any more specific than that, I'm going to get a little iffy about it. I'm very careful with reading comments on this show, just for that reason. So if you feel like I'm less interactive on this show than some of my other ones, that's why. But yeah, I'm glad we're focusing on Satoko. It made sense. Okay, so let's go with this then. So, sticking along that Yakuza-style theme. Shion, part of the Yakuza family with Mion, the Sonozaki family, Yakuza-esque, right? Mion went, and again, this is harking back to the last arc as well, because I feel that they used some of the information from the last arc in this build up to the new ones. I think they did the same with the second arc, with the first and second arcs. But where that modern style pistol came from, as opposed to the revolver that I believe that Mion picked out, maybe it wasn't a revolver, but I know it was a different gun. If Satoko was carrying that gun, why was she carrying a gun? And if minion was meant to be translated as minions, implying multiple people were coming, I believe it was... hang on. No. Hang on. I need to go back to episode 8, and I'm not doing it on Funimation. Sorry, your player is just so bad at this. So we're going to go to another alternate site where I can actually quickly scroll through the episode. We'll mute it real quick. Who were the people that invaded? And yes, it was a revolver. I was right. Okay, so it was a revolver that she picked out, and then it was a more modern pistol on the ground. The alarms go off. Then who's coming in? If I remember correctly... Do we see anyone on the screen? I thought we saw someone on the screen at some point, did we not? I guess we didn't see anyone on the screen. Unless Keiichi looked afterwards? Maybe Keiichi looked after he busted through the door? Huh. Because I could have sworn... Okay, I'll let that play and I'll talk whilst I'm waiting for it to get to the point. I've got it on double speed. But I could have sworn that on those screens we saw the construction workers. Because those construction workers around the clinic have been suspect as fuck. Yes, there they are. It was after he busted out the cage. It's that same looking type of people that were when the clinic was closed. The clinic was closed. The people was there. They held that shot on that one guy way too long. They appeared again in the second arc. Something suspect as fuck with them. Really suspect with them. And if they're associated with the clinic, then... Where's Eerie? Where's Eerie from this episode? After the mess of the stir fry. Let's go double speed, please. Yep, get there to a fight real quick. Yep. Just a baseball game. She hits the home run. And then we celebrate with the need of a... Yep, the coach has a barbecue. Get the really expensive stuff. Don't cheap out. Yep. Poor Eerie and his wallet. June 12th, 1983. What happened on June 12th, 1983? On this day, June 12th... Nothing really happened. Nothing space-related happened on June 12th, at least. So why did they show the US space person? Nothing really happens related to that, apart from a comet approached pretty close to Earth. Nothing else significant in space stuff seemed to happen. At least nothing here. At least nothing here by those things. Interesting. Again, the newspapers are a separate thing. Where is Eerie? Where's Eerie in this scene? Then he sits down. He's got his eyes on Satoko for some reason. And why is he intent on marrying her right now? I don't know why. Okay, if he's intent on marrying her... Okay, leap of logic here. Whoops, sorry. Leap of logic, okay? Bear with me on this one. What if his wanting to marry her isn't just like, oh, I hope to marry her one day, but it's more of an arranged marriage type thing? What if the uncle, was it Teppei? Is that his name? Teppei. What if the uncle is trying to sell her off, get some money out of her, and sell him off to Eri, and then he doesn't have to worry about her? What if that's his angle? And that's why Eri has his eyes so set on her. Just one potential idea out there. And again, it seems like Eri has a bit more connection with the brother, which may be why they were so acquainted after all of that. Again, series of unfortunate events. Yeah, untimely accidents. Yes, an accident. And he doesn't reference the fact that it has anything to do with them being on the dam or anything like that. And yeah, adopting her. Legal issues to deal with. I wonder what legal issues those end up being. Master plans call me Papa. Like, it's so creepy. Promise to never make her cry. Interesting. Get to call you master and train to be your personal maid. Ugh. Yep. And then Shion baited it. Hang on. Whoa. Okay, no. Never mind. I thought I saw something I didn't. Never mind. I thought Eri had a bit more of a reaction to her being on the scene. I feel like there's something between those two as well. Anyway, yeah, Eri suspect as fuck. I want to find out more about him and what the hell's going on there. I'm still suspect about the clinic and some of the people working there. Like the workers, the construction workers and stuff that were hanging around. I'm suspect as fuck about them. I'm suspect as fuck, obviously, about Teppei, because he's obviously a horrible character. The horrible uncle that abuses the kid or whatever. Like, that very common trope. I don't know if it's a trope. Very common storytelling device. So I'm not too surprised by that. And then, yeah. I assume all this pressure and all this stuff being forced on Satoko is going to be the cause of her getting the curse or whatever. At least how they're going to explain it for now, until they explain more about what the curse actually is, and if there is such a curse, or if it's just people being driven to do such things, and then they all want to believe the curse, so they commit their acts that they were already planning to do on the time of the curse anyway. Curious about that. Yeah, more background on Eri, because I feel like there's more to him, especially based on that interaction with Shion. And then Reina has a link here somewhere, either with Satoshi or, well, we know she's had more of a link with the whole Oishiro curse for a long time anyway. We know her link to it at this point. It's a lot of interesting stuff. It's a very good start to the arc, and I'm very excited to start going through this one now. Because, again, it's Higurashi. I'm suspect of everything. Like, every little thing, I'm like, there's a clue there. And it's like, half of it there isn't. But, like, there's the fun in finding out where it is, so I'm very, very excited by this. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments. Be very mindful of spoilers, of course. You guys should know that by now, and we're 9 episodes in, right? You guys know what you're talking about. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the full 2020 lineup. And until next time, see you guys later.